Today we're running through these running vests.
Alright, today we've got a hazy apple cider. It's an IPA. A little bit different to normal. Normally I'd go for like a beer, but cider, nothing wrong with it. It's just great to have an alternative, but you like ciders, don't you?
I do, yes.
Yeah, so this one here is, these guys are based up north, so fairly local. Again, cool can. Should we give it a taste?
Yeah, cheers.
That's really sweet.
It's very nice.
But it is very tasty, and I could drink this.
It's a good summer one, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon I could continue drinking this.
Yeah.
Bit different though, like I definitely normally be a beer person, but I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, I like it.
We're here today because race season is upon us. Trail season has really started, and throughout New Zealand there's a lot of different trail running events that are happening. We've got some this weekend and throughout the rest of the month. And there's always compulsory kit you got to take, especially for the longer distances. So all these are, well, they're suitable for, you know, taking all your compulsory kit, which, you know, every race is different. So we're looking at between that 11 to 16 litres. One of them is a bit bigger than that, and we can show you that in a second. But we thought we'd just run you through what we've got. So what have you got?
Yeah, so generally these are the best fit for that compulsory race gear. So this one here is the Adventure Vesta. It's the woman's version, and it's 12.7 litres. I really like this vest just because it sits a little bit kind of higher on my rib cage, which I find really nice and really comfortable. The other thing that it's got is it has a wee toggle on the back here, if I can find it, over here.
It's that guy right there at the back.
Yeah, perfect. And when you pull that in, it pulls this down through here. So it just pulls the pack onto your rib cage really nicely, and I find that sometimes with women and fitting packs, you have that bit of a gap there, and this, you don't have it at all, which is really nice and comfy.
It's a nice fit. It comes with a soft flask too. So most of the vests that we sell, to be fair, a lot of them come with soft flasks. A lot of trail runners really like it. Easy to refill, easy to drink from. You can change around your nutrition a bit easier than a bladder, but they also keep things nice and snug at the front.
Yeah.
Now this is the men's version. This is the Montane vest. So the way you can tell between a woman's and the men's is essentially the vest, is vest or vesta. Vesta being female, vest being the male. And within that there'll be a size break as well, and I believe these guys go up to an XL. So you just got to try them on. It's the same, really the same system. You got two soft flasks, you got the same cinch at the back, and then your main kit goes in the back panel here, which is super handy.
And another really nice feature on them is that if you're not going to take all that literage with you, you can pull these straps down to the side and they clip on just here. So it means that you can really cinch it back onto you if you're not carrying the full load, which is quite nice.
Yep, next we'll do this one here first. This is OMM. This is their 15 litre, so it's kind of on the larger side to be fair, but it's the Mountain Fire. Nice and lightweight. This one doesn't come with soft flasks, you can add them in, but it's got really good storage for them, and a nice buckle at the bottom. And once this fills out, it'll be super, super comfy, and it will, be a nice fit. Now I'm wearing, well, this is what I personally run in. This is a Gecko, it's a 12 litre. 12 litre for me is perfect, fits all my kit in, no problem. You've got storage at the back, you've got your two soft flasks here. I use these pockets loads. These are like super handy. You can put a phone in one, you can put gels in them. To be honest, anything you want to have that's readily available. Throughout winter, I had a beanie and gloves just in here, which I was taking on and off all the time. And then you can actually fit poles. So essentially this toggle here goes down like so. They go that way. And then you can actually rig them up on the back.
Yeah.
You just got to, sometimes you got to mess around with where the little toggles sit. It's really down to you as to what you prefer. There's no right or wrong running vests. If it fits, that's the main thing. So these are really popular. And they're a unisex bag, by the way. There's not a woman specific version. It fits most people. What's next?
Yes, we're going on to the Salomon range. So this one here is the Active Skin 12, and that's the women's version there. This is a really nice kind of lightweight vest. It does kind of pack out kind of like a turtle shell, so it really sucks into you, which is quite nice.
Quite huggy.
Yeah. They do run a little bit smaller, so I find that in the sizing I go up a size. But yeah, really nice, really comfortable, and they don't jiggle around as much, which is really quite
And
nice.
the soft flasks, being a Salomon branded product, they're slightly different in their setup. So you'll notice the flasks are a slightly different shape. They will fit other flasks on the market, like we've got some Montane ones and Ultimate Direction, but often if you see some of the ones that have like a hose essentially, the bladder is definitely a little bit more distorted, or the soft flask. So they're super popular, really lightweight. A lot of people like them for that. End of the day, it's down to fit. Now this guy here came in a couple weeks ago, and all the staff here were raving about it because it comes with the quiver. How cool is that? So the idea is that when you're running, don't get me wrong, it takes a little bit of practice to get this right, but essentially your poles come out, they fold into 3 or 4, and you're going to wear this on your back, and once you've got this all filled out, it'll be super practical. At the UTMB recently, you would have seen a lot of people with quivers. It's a really good storage solution, especially if you don't want to use these toggles. These toggles are great, but sometimes the quiver is just a bit more convenient.
Yeah, because it's just here, isn't it?
It
So
is.
you can just pull them out and pop
Exactly.
them back in like that.
Yep.
But yeah, it does take a little bit of practice, so make sure that you're like looking in the mirror and practicing taking them out.
Now, this is a little bit small, it's 11 litres. I would say it's probably the smallest you want to go for your compulsory kits, because there's quite a bit to take normally, and you want to make sure you can comfortably get into it during the day, especially if you have to stop on the side of the track, pull something out, you want to be able to make sure you can get it all back in easily. This guy here comes with the soft flasks again, and a whole heap of storage. The storage on these running vests is just so good. I mean, you want to store everything you need. So that there is Apex Pro model. That's really neat. Now, Ultraspire just brought out, what is it? The Zygos 6.0?
6, yeah.
And what litre was that in the end?
The Zygos is 14 litres.
14, so it's a little bit bigger. That's not bad, like it's good, it means you've got a little bit more space to work with. Now these guys here, the fit has changed from the previous version. So the previous version I was fitting a large, and this time I actually fit into a medium, and that's kind of cool because it's more true to size. And these guys come with a soft flask again, this is a little PLB slot to be honest, and you've got gel stash areas. It's definitely got more of a framing to it, so it does hug the body quite well, and you just got to make sure you choose the clips where you want them to be, and then you've got a bit more of a storage at the back as well. Now you can, majority of these will take a bladder. Bladders are great if you need the extra water, extra fuel, but as soon as you add gear to the back of it, essentially as you drink the water, it compresses and it makes it a little bit harder to get the bladder out to refill it. But if you need extra volume, it's a good way to do it.
Yeah, definitely. And that one's got the insulation in it as well.
It does too.
It does have a bit, you can't see it, but it basically is going to keep your water a bit colder if you're getting hot and it's right next to you.
It really depends on how long you're going out for. I think if you're doing like a big 6-hour day and you had like one water stop, maybe you'd use the bladder a bit more because it's easy to do. But if you're just going out for a short 2 or 3 hour one, I think you'd probably just stick with the soft flask for most people. That's normally plenty.
Yeah.
Now, some running vests, they do run small, but some of them essentially, there's people that would like to have a bit more comfort and a little bit more coverage, and extra large sometimes doesn't quite work for them. So this guy here we've discovered, the Trailblazer 18, it's actually a fast packing bag. But the key thing is you have a massive amount of adjustment here. So if you are really struggling with getting the comfort to fit right, then maybe try one of these guys here from Montane. We have had a few people in store that have found that they just need a little bit more comfort from their bag, and this has worked. So you've got a bladder, little pocket here, you got your main access points,
pockets
and you've got pockets on the front. A little bit different because you've got a bit more of a waistband, but don't rule this guy out. If you are struggling to find one that fits you comfortably, this guy could be worth it. Yeah. And I think they normally come in a couple of different colours, but either way, try them on. So these, I mean, this is a pretty big range, really. All the bags that we do essentially are compatible to rig up a pole system of some sort. So we've got a few other brands in store that have a quiver, and you can actually retrofit it on. It just takes a little bit of thinking outside the box sometimes, but it's definitely doable.
Majority of them have the sling set up,
Yes,
don't they?
that is exactly right.
So that you can hold them down close to you. Yeah.
100%. So I think the best thing to do, you could, buy them online, but I think honestly, you've got to come in store to fit them, because you'll find that you may fit an Ultimate Direction, or you might find an Ultraspire fits better, or you might be like me and go, actually, your Gecko's the softest. So really come in, try them on. You can bring your kit in if you want. Or we've got it in store. We can start the bag, actually fit it out, so you're getting a real true sense of what you're going to be carrying. But you come in store and try them on.
Yeah, so they do fit a bit differently if you've got stuff in the back. So it's worth having that trial and just seeing what volume you need and what size you need, because it will pull the vest back a wee bit.
Will.
So.
And essentially, you want to have the vest as snug as you can get it, but you don't want to have any chafing from it. And if it's essentially getting too close to armpits, it's too small. You want to have a bit of space. But if it's jiggling on you and you're just doing it like this and it's moving, you probably need to reconsider the size and just see what the next size down is like, because you're running for 2 or 3 hours. You want to make sure it's nice and snug on you.
Yeah, comfort is key. So.
Anyway, these are in store. Come check them out.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
See you.